quarters on the hill pitching. Got the lineup.
Okay, boss.
I got the roster and the lineup separate.
Good.
See, here's their roster. I'll have you write down some spear names too.
Alright, read it across the board for me.
We've got number 1, Williams. He's center fielder, number 8 position.
Good, next.
Number 4, Cheadle, shortstop.
Yep.
Number 5, Baxter, catcher.
Yep.
Number 7, Burns, 7, so he's left field.
Number 7 and 7.
Yep.
Yep.
Number 18, Leach, and he is first baseman.
Yep.
Number 4, Pfeiffer, P-F-E-I.
I said Pfeiffer. I said Pfeiffer.
I don't know, they say Pfeiffer.
I did it in basketball. Second base.
Second base. Then, number 8, McCorder, you already know what he is. Number 6, Huff, he is, 5 would be second base, wouldn't it?
5's third base.
Third base, yeah, my bad.
One more.
Number 10, Brown, he's DH. And let me see what that name is. Oates. Number 12, Oates, O-A-T-E-S, and he is right fielder.
Welcome to the Scioto Valley Game of the Week, live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Rise and shine, everybody. It is the first of 4 games here at VA Memorial Stadium. Hayden Milliken, Tim Frederick, and now here's the national anthem. Our national anthem, and we are here at VA Memorial Stadium this morning. Again, this is the first of 4 contests taking place here today at the VA. This one against the Southeastern Panthers and the Symms Valley Vikings. Southeastern, the designated home team, so the Panthers will bat first, followed by the Vikings of Symms Valley. This is a district semifinal contest for Division 6. This would have been a district final today, as we were scheduled to do initially. However, the issue with that, T-Fred, has been the weather as of late, and, well, we didn't get that in yesterday. So today, here we are, and the weather's a lot better today.
Beautiful sunshine, Mr. Hank, and glad to be here with you, and thanks for inviting me, and should be good baseball all afternoon.
We're going to get to the lineups here in just a moment for Symms Valley and Southeastern, for the Vikings and the Panthers. And first off, we got the Southeastern Panthers, coached by Ronnie Free. Batting first and playing center field is Lane Williams. And then from that point, we've got Gage Cheadle. He is number 4, and he is playing shortstop. Number 5, we've got him to get the first names too, Colton Baxter, and he plays catcher. We got Landon Burns out there. He's in left field playing number 7. He's number 7. Number 18, Leach, is first baseman. Number 4, we got Pfeiffer, and he is second baseman. Number 8, McWhorter. We've been told a lot about him. He's going to be on the hill pitching. We've got Huff, and he is in third base, played number 6. Got Brown, number 10, the designated hitter, and number 12, Oates, at right field. And for the Symms Valley Vikings, if we get that, we'll do that when we come up. Yeah, so when the Vikings come up, we'll do the starting lineups for Symms Valley. But Lane Williams here leading off for Southeastern. Going up against him here is pitcher Tanner Korn. And we'll talk a little bit about the Vikings in a moment. The first offering to Williams is going to be called strike 1. It looks like the outside corner. New balls, 1 strike here the count. Just starting here, the first of 4 contests, as we alluded to at VA Memorial Stadium. That pitch is a swing and a miss for strike 2. We have this contest, and following this one, and by the way, we will be here broadcasting all 4 games today. After this one is going to be Waterford and Eastern Brown, the 0-2, and this is going to be a line drive through and a base hit for Williams. So he is able to get himself on first base. Last time we checked unofficially for Williams, slightly outdated statistics, but when last released and calculated, Williams was batting a .410, and at that point had himself, don't have an exact amount of hits, but he has had a couple doubles to his name, 14 runs, 8 stolen bases, and 10 RBIs. So who we got next up here, Freddie, for Southeastern?
Cheadle.
And following that will be Baxter. All right, so we got Gage Cheadle coming to bat now for Southeastern. He's a junior, shaping up to bunt. We were told that they like going for the small ball. Completes the play over to first, and that is going to be out number 1. Picked up out there by Stroud. The 1-3 connection from Corn to Stroud puts away the first out of the inning for Southeastern. Now we're to Colton Baxter, another junior. And again, Baxter plays catcher for Southeastern.
Well, I'll tell you what, Hank, the small ball is big in these games because every inning, every at-bat is just huge in these tournament games.
So with a runner on second base, that's where Williams is now. He was able to get to second off of that. The offering coming here in a moment from Corn to Baxter as he steps off the hill. And Corn, one of the go-to pitchers for the Symms Valley Vikings as we have it. And a very hitting-heavy team at times, and we'll get to that here later. Again, one down for them. And the pitch coming in just a moment to Baxter. And this one is going to be a swing and a miss.
Breaking ball.
Caught him on that one. No balls, 1 strike to Colton Baxter. Now, we normally give the win-loss records for both teams. The only issue is with Southeastern. It seems as if nobody actually knows the official record for them, and that goes right in there for strike 2.
Unofficially, they got them at 7-10 overall, 4-8 in the league conference for the Vikings, 16-10 and 8-2 in the SOC2 conference.
Symms Valley, this is their first contest in a little bit. This is going to be called ball. We'll pull up the bracket here in a moment. But again, the winner of this contest will take on the contest following this between Waterford and Eastern Brown. Again, that will follow this one. Starting here early, just a little after 11 o'clock. An all-day series, a 1-2 offering, and this one is going to be fouled off. The other 2 games on the broadcast schedule today going to be Eastern Megs and the Huntington Huntsmen, and the nightcap at around 7 o'clock will be the SOC champion South Webster Jeeps and the Southern Tornadoes of Racine. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to count here. Pitch coming from Corn. He's waiting for the sign. Gets it in the 1-2 offering, and that one is going to be fouled off towards the third baseline. So that does keep Baxter at the plate here with a 1-2 count.
Now, I played against a Jeff Baxter from Southeastern. I don't know if he's in relation or not. I'd say he probably is.
Burns waiting on deck here. Again, only 1 out for the Panthers in the first inning. And this one is going to be grounded through. It is going to be scooped up over there by Hankins, but cannot complete the play to first. In fact, doesn't even make it over to the bag at first base. Hankins did fall on that, and looks like runners are now going to be on the corners as Baxter has gotten himself a base hit, and Williams moves up to third base.
Yeah, that's a good play. Diving stop there by the infielder, but no play on it.
Sophomore Braden Burns next on the lineup, cleanup position. Burns plays left field for Southeastern. Panthers in the lower tier of the standings in the Side of Valley Conference, but T-Fred, you know this as well as I do. In baseball, that can be a tough conference, especially when you're going up against a gold ball team like Uniota, a tough pitching team like Huntington, and another tough team in St. Trace.
Yeah, tough conference, but when it's tournament time, big dog, it doesn't matter.
1 ball, no strikes. And that is going to be strike 1. Gets in there, 1-1. You're right, though. We talk about it all the time. You got to take the records, throw them out the window come this point. Just mentioning the precedent that we have, the 1-1 count. You know, top half of the first inning here at VA Memorial Stadium, home of the Chillicothe Paints. 1-1 count, and that one's going to drop a little bit low. Ball 2. Bit of a low pitch, 2-1. Talking about VA Memorial Stadium, brand new turf here at the VA. Got a nice outfield fence here, and that thing is very high up. We talked about it when we were here before.
12 foot.
12 foot high. Chillicothe Paints has started their season. They had their opener here just a couple days ago, and they're on the road this evening taking on Johnstown. Got a long trip ahead, does Jacob Wise, broadcaster for the Paints. So he's got himself a long day in store. The 2-1 offering coming from Corn, and that's going to be a swing and a miss, 2-2. Symms Valley in the SOC2. Of course, there are now 3 branches of the SOC. Symms Valley in there with the likes of Eastern Beaver, Western Latham, just to name a couple, Sciotoville East. The smaller schools fall in SOCs 1 and 2. It's kind of split down the middle, and that's going to be a high pitch for a full count. So now the count is at 3-2 here to Braden Burns.
And Baxter steals second base on that pitch.
Yes, sir. Baxter's on second. Again, Williams on third. Able to get over to the bag safely, and now the full count offering, and that is going to be ball four. Bases loaded here for the Panthers with only one down. Braden Burns finds his way on base, and now we've got Drew Leach to clean up, you know.
Well, I'll tell you what, Southeastern can party early here, and we've talked about it, Hank. The sooner you get started scoring runs and hitting the ball, it's better for your team.
Well, we were told about this team batting-wise before we came in. Some of the leading hitters, of course, being Burns, Williams, Baxter, Cheadle, Pfeiffer, and Leach. But we'll see if it comes into play, especially here with one down and only one down with the bases loaded, and that's going to be an outside pitch. But we were told that they like to go for that small ball, and we were talking about it a little bit. So we'll see if maybe Coach Free has them go for something here. Again, only one down, bases loaded, and try to get a run on early. And the pitch coming here, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. Called strike on Leach. 1 ball, 1 strike. Drew Leach, last time it was calculated, was batting a .275 batting average. Had 5 doubles to his name and 8 runs scored with 9 RBIs. And speaking of that, high fly ball to right field. That is deep, 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 and that's going to be another RBI for Leach on the season. And that's going to bring in 1 run. Williams scores, and then another one comes in as Baxter scores. Lane Williams and Colton Baxter make it on, and the Southeastern Panthers strike early with a 2-0 lead. Runners are going to be on second and third base for Southeastern, and a big hit right there for Drew Leach. Joey Pfeiffer coming up now. Again, 1 down. I know you said Pfeiffer. They said Pfeiffer on the PA. But
I couldn't. It's either or, but I'm
thinking it's Pfeiffer. The way I've seen it, like Michelle Pfeiffer, the actress.
Yeah, I always did Pfeiffer during a basketball season. That's what I got, but it doesn't matter.
And again,
we'll double check on it.
1 down, runners on second and third base. Striking here earlier, the Southeastern Panthers getting out a line drive in the right field, and that's going to be called ball 1. Batting here again is Joey Pfeiffer. We'll just say that for the time being. He is a senior. One of only 3 seniors as we have it here for this Southeastern program. 1 ball, no strikes account here. Korn looking in, the pitch coming, and that one's going to be high up in the air. Going to try to make a play on that. It looks like it goes towards right field. It's going to be scooped up out there by Thompson for out number 2. It'll be a
got him.
Fly, but no, charges in and is out. Goes for the sac fly attempt, and Burns charges into home, but he is going to be tagged out at the plate. So that is out number 2 and out number 3 off of a fly ball, and good play there defensively by Symms Valley to get on top of that. So the score as we head into the bottom of the first inning, Southeastern 2 and Symms Valley nothing, and we'll be right back in just 1 minute on Total Media Sports.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe, with 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch.
Tune into 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM, your home for the legends of country across South Central Ohio. Kickstart your day with local favorite Lori Graves and the Morning Hustle from 6 to 9 a.m., bringing laughs, local news, and great country music. Then join me, Christina Wolford, on the drive home from 3 to 7 p.m. for upbeat country hits, community updates, and your afternoon pick-me-up. 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM. Country hits, community heart.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
And back here at VA Memorial Stadium, Hayden Milliken, Tim Frederick, bottom half of the first inning as Southeastern strikes early. A big 2-run RBI there by Drew Leach. He already had several RBIs to his name and racking up another one. And now we're going to get a look at Southeastern defensively, T-Fred, but also who we got coming to bat for the Symms Valley Vikings.
Carpenter, Thompson, and Jones to face McWhorter, and he is their ace on the mound for the Panthers.
We've been told that you compare him to some of the other pitchers within his conference in the SVC. that he's about as good as they come compared to some of the good ones. I mean, and a lot of them come to mind. KB Perkins for Uniota. We got Brayton Elliott for Huntington. And he's up there. We're told that Pfeiffer is someone that it's good to have in a jam. Excuse me, McWhorter. So either way.
Pfeiffer,
yeah, that's my bad. So we're talking about, yeah, we did get that correction as well, by the way. I should mention that while we were thinking about it. We're talking about, I did not mean to call him Pfeiffer a moment ago. It is Carson McWhorter, but nonetheless, Joey Pfeiffer, the senior, that is going to be, it is Pfeiffer, and I'm going to get it right. But no, we were trying to figure it out because, again, it can be pronounced either way, and it is pronounced in both of those ways in different places.
It is, you're right, and I just want to get it right here today because people are watching and listening.
Oh, you best believe
they'll be hollering.
We're talking district semifinals. We're in the nitty-gritty right now, and McWhorter's offering to Bronx Carpenter. The shortstop is going to be a swing and a miss, strike one. We were talking about Bronx Carpenter, and there was a game for him in particular that really caught my attention. We looked at the stat line. I showed it to you, and we know this boy can hit based off of that. He went 8 for 9 in that, and that's going to be called strike two. No balls, 2 strikes. I believe Mr. Carpenter here is a senior for Symms Valley, if I remember correctly. No balls, 2 strikes, but seems like every game they have him for something. Last one, 3 for 5, I believe, here. The 0-2, and that is going to be a little bit high and close for ball one there from McWhorter. He was 3 for 5 in that contest against South Point that they played recently. And then from there, got to find the one I was looking for because I really want people to hear this stat line for him. The 1-2 for Carpenter, and this one's going to be a fly ball towards left field, fouled off. So it is going to be a foul ball to count this hold in 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Carpenter going to hold here. This one I was talking about, P-Friend. This one was against Southern in a doubleheader. And I believe this might be combined, but still, 8 for 9 with 1 double, 4 RBIs, 3 runs, and 2 stolen bases. Yeah. So we know how this boy can hit. Unfortunately, here at the plate, he strikes out. So Bronx Carpenter strikes out for Symms Valley. And that will bring up Tanner Thompson, the right fielder. And real quick, the lineup for Symms Valley. We got number 5, Bronx Carpenter. He's at shortstop. Saw him a moment ago, struck out. We got Tanner Thompson here, number 12, the right fielder. Number 25, Will Jones, the catcher. It's going to be an outside pitch. And number 34, Andy Stroh. He is first baseman. Number 11, Tanner Korn, the pitcher. Number 10, Braden Hankins, second base. Got Asher Maynard, he is third base, unless Korn happens to come off the hill. In that case, Korn will go to third base, and Maynard will be the DH, the brand new interchangeable DH system. And then we've got Grady Holland, number 3 at center field, and number 23, Jackson Fields at left field. 2-0 the count here to Thompson, and this one's going to be fouled off, 2-1. That pitch from McWhorter. Try and swing it on that one. Got a little bit of it. 2 balls, 1 strike. And again, 1 already down here for the Vikings of Symms Valley in the bottom half of the first inning. And the 2-1 by McWhorter. And that is going to be ball 3. Hitter's count here for Thompson. 3 balls, 1 strike. Again, score 2-0. Southeastern takes an early lead here in the first inning. And the pitch coming, and that is going to be ball 4. Took only 5 pitches, only got 1 strike in there on Tanner Thompson. 6 pitches if you count the foul ball. They say either way, that was 5. Thompson makes it to first base, and now we are to the catcher, Will Jones. Jones comes up again, 1 on base for Symms Valley. So 1 on, 1 out, leads to Will Jones. Unlike Southeastern, do not have the grade levels for these kids. I like to try to get the grades, but I did not get them here. And Piper's first offering coming here in a moment. He had 1 away. Here's pitch, and that's going to be towards left field, way beyond third base line. It's going to go into picnic tables over there, foul ball.
Well, McWhorter's staying ahead in the count so far, Hank, and that is key for a pitcher.
Carson McWhorter coming in. No balls, 1 strike. So McWhorter coming up here on the hill, 0-1 the count. And that is going to be curveball, drops in, strike 2.
He's got a nice breaking ball.
He does, I will mention that. Quarter here with a nice breaking ball. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 down. Again, sorry for the jumble up couple times. I've incorrectly referred to him as Pfeiffer, just a Pfeiffer, a slip of the tongue. And I'm going to get this right. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch coming. That's going to be fouled off. So there's 6 strike 3. And that's going to be called strike 3. Got a little bit of that one, but it is still considered a called strike 3. So he is going to be out.
Stroud
coming up next. And that was clarified to me when we came in here. Stroud, the cleanup hitter. He plays first base for Symms Valley. S-T-R-O-W is how you spell his name. And some people might call it Stroh, but no, it is Stroud. That is how you pronounce this young man's name. And getting the play back over to first and safe over there on the bag. And the pitch by McWhorter drops in for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to count from Carson McWhorter. Again, 2 away for the Vikings, bottom half of the first inning. Beautiful facility here at the VA. Not just here, got the golf course adjacent to us. No balls, 1 strike, and he throws it back over to first, slides in safely the bag. So he is going to hold there at first, trying to make the pickoff play, can't make it happen. So 2 down here still for Symms Valley. And only 1 out away here from getting out of the inning with a 2-0 lead. The pitch coming, and there's a foul ball, 0-2. So Stroud fouls that one off. No balls, 2 strikes. Take a look at the SOC2 and T-Fred. Without looking, I think Symms Valley might be the only team remaining in the SOC2. Most of the SOC2 teams got eliminated fairly early.
Yeah, I'd have to see the list. Not
the
sure
only
on
one
that
I know of for sure. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch by McWhorter is going to be a swing and a miss.
3 Ks.
Strikes him out. And how about that from McWhorter? Striking him out. So showing he is as advertised here in the first inning with no runs produced for Symms Valley. There was 1 left on base. So we head to the top of the second inning. The score, Southeastern 2, Symms Valley nothing. And we'll be right back in just a second on Total Media Sports.
Looking to buy or sell in Southern Ohio? Trust the name that knows the market, Todd Harris Realty. Whether it's your first home, dream property, or land to build your future, Todd Harris and his team bring experience, integrity, and results to every deal. Local knowledge, personalized service, and a commitment to getting it done right. Call today or search listings now by Googling Todd Harris Realty, your hometown real estate experts.
Hometown Chevrolet knows that it takes a great team to win, so we've assembled some of the best sales and service professionals in the area to help you out here at Hometown Chevrolet. Experience the hometown difference today at 501 West Emmett Avenue or visit us online at yourhometownchevy.com. Hometown Chevrolet is your hometown Chevy dealer, and we want to wish all area sports teams a great season.
Been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Top half of the second inning with the Southeastern Panthers getting ready to bat. Carson McWhorter coming up to the plate, and T-Fred, as we switch innings, it's your turn with McWhorter, the pitcher, coming to bat.
Thanks, sir. We'll see what number 8 has in store as he steps in for the first time, and he pops it up, and the catcher coming back, and he
got that.
Off the net.
So they're going to say foul off the net there.
Well, I thought it took a funky angle. I couldn't hardly see it from where I'm sitting, but yeah, if it touches any part of anything before you catch it, it's not a catch.
You hear the organ in the background. That's just as piped in sound, but you know, during the Paints games, they actually have an organist here.
Yeah, it's good stuff. And the next pitch from Corn, that one's fouled right back here again, but this time longer and out of play. 2 strikes to McWhorter. Southeastern on a big double there in that first inning by Baxter. 2-run double, I might add.
That was Leach.
Nope.
Either way, this was going to be a line drive towards right field, and it's going to be caught out there for route number 1.
Thank you. I was checking my stats here to see what I got wrote down. I'll check it here. I got it written down.
I believe that was Leach who got that.
I'm looking.
Leach got the RBI. And I know I'm right.
It was Leach. Yep. I looked above it.
Yes, so now
Baxter
you're
had
caught
a
up.
single too. But
Yeah.
big hit there by Leach into right center field. One down here. And to the plate is Huff. Ball one.
Don't have any batting statistics here for Huff, but again, the batting leaders for them: Burns, Williams, Baxter, Cheadle, Pfeiffer, and Leach. And that's all we have on Southeastern. This one's going to be
Swing and a miss.
We
It was a
knew.
big first inning for him, I can say that.
It indeed was. Again, that big line drive there. Nice hit by Drew Leach, and he already had double digits in RBIs. That was 3 weeks ago.
Wrecking ball low. 2 balls and a strike. Now, I don't have the brackets in front of me, but I'm assuming they will play tomorrow afternoon.
That is what we were told. We actually got confirmation for that, and that's strike 3. And by the way,
Strike
Freddie,
2.
say strike 2. My bad. I thought I saw the strikeout motions. I'm writing something down here. But no, what I was getting at with that is the winner will play tomorrow, and it'll be back here at the VA. So, again, the paint's away right now in Pennsylvania. So
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
strike 3 again. They're in
Strike-
Johnstown, Pennsylvania. So actually might play a little bit in the favor of the high school teams, because that means that does keep the VA Memorial Stadium open to do that one tomorrow.
Yep.
As for the D7 contests, I'm not sure yet about what's going to happen there. I'll have to look at the bracket 2 down.
They'll probably be here.
I would
Strike
only
one.
assume, as there's not many sites that you can host these, and some of them, of course, we only used 4 different neutral sites combined here, so fouled off.
And breaking ball, nice pitch there by Korn. 2 strikes the count. Of course, we'll be at Athens tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
Oh, yes, sir. Regional championship tomorrow afternoon. Wellston taking on Wheelersburg, and 2 tough softball teams right there. We're going to have that one right here on Total Media Sports YouTube, so be sure to tell your friends. You're going to be there at Ohio University. Beautiful campus, beautiful fields, and it should be a good time. Hopefully better weather.
Yep, should be. And there's a chink shot to second.
Ooh, nice
And
catch.
up and making the grab is Hankins for out number 3. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. And after an inning and a half, Southeastern 2 and Symms Valley nothing.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe, with 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch. You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
And back here at VA Memorial Stadium, Fred, before I throw it back to you, got some clarity here on the Southeast 1 D7 finals that has not been decided yet. That will be made up here tomorrow at VA Memorial Stadium, along with the D6 contest that we mentioned a moment ago. The winner of this one and Eastern Brown and Waterford. And the other games, Green and Trimble and White Oak versus Miller, those 2 games are being played today at Logan High School. So we got the Symms Valley Vikings coming up to bat. Fred, it's yours again, bottom of the second.
All righty, Korn leading off, batting .377 on the year. And McWhorter starts him off with a breaking ball, and it's outside for ball 1. Leads the team in ribbies. I got him at 23 RBIs. So not only can he pitch, he can hit. There's a strike. One and one the count here in the bottom of 2. 2-0 Panthers. McWhorter kicks, deals, curveball, sliced foul down the right field line. Out of play. Hopefully we're getting great camera work and hopefully great broadcasting out of us.
You got Josh Schmidt down there on the cameras underneath us, and one thing I know about Josh is, having known him for as long as I have, he cannot miss. Talking about Carson McWhorter up here, and last time it was calculated he had a 1.58 ERA. Had 46 strikeouts 3 weeks ago, definitely more now.
Oh, yeah. Well, we've got a little bit to talk about. Breaking ball blasted to center field, and out there's Williams to make the grab, and there's one out.
That's just how it is. Some teams are a little more secretive when it comes to their statistics, and most season statistics for some teams are not released until the conclusion of the season.
That could be.
So Hankins coming to bat now.
Yes, sir. Batting unofficially, 214 on the year. He's a lefty as he steps in against McWhorter. Another breaking ball strike. He's starting a lot of batters off with that breaking ball. Slider, curve, whatever you want to call it. Depends on how sharp it breaks. Next pitch, another one fouled off. Trying to jam him on the hands. 2 strikes. To number 10, the second baseman, Hankins. Symms Valley trying to break the ice. They got the big 0 on them right now. Change up away, that's a ball. Southeastern playing normal depth on everything as far as defenders. Again, outside. Trying to work the outside there. 2-2 to count to Hankins. Choked up high on the bat. There's a breaking ball. And strikeout number 4 for McWhorter.
Only 2 innings, and McWhorter has 4 down. How about it? Again, we were told about Carson McWhorter coming in here, and he's had himself a solid 2 innings.
Yeah, he has. As Maynard steps in, let's see what I got on him. Nothing. He must have been a late come up from the farm. First pitch fouled off.
That or just no statistics calculated from your source, but
well, yeah, but it's all from Max Prep, so he might have been a JV guy that came up later, might have been injured.
Well, Asher Maynard, we're talking about third baseman, but remember we also mentioned when I gave the lineup here and the pitch coming.
Strike 2.
And Asher Maynard, we're talking about, he was playing third base, as we mentioned earlier, but in the event that Korn comes off the hill and there's a pitching change, then Maynard will then be put in the DH slot.
Ball outside. Yeah, really, it won't be a change as far as the batting order is concerned. He'll still be batting the same place. Another curveball, strike 3 to end the inning. With that being said, no runs, no hits, nobody left on. 2-0 Panthers after 2 complete.
Looking to buy or sell in Southern Ohio? Trust the name that knows the market, Todd Harris Realty. Whether it's your first home, dream property, or land to build your future, Todd Harris and his team bring experience, integrity, and results to every deal. Local knowledge, personalized service, and a commitment to getting it done right. Call today or search listings now by Googling Todd Harris Realty, your hometown real estate experts.
Hometown Chevrolet knows that it takes a great team to win, so we've assembled some of the best sales and service professionals in the area to help you out here at Hometown Chevrolet. Experience the hometown difference today at 501 West Emmett Avenue, or visit us online at yourhometownchevy.com. Hometown Chevrolet is your hometown Chevy dealer. And we want to wish all area sports teams a great season.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Back here at VA Memorial Stadium, Hayden Milliken, Tim Frederick, where we've got Lane Williams, Cheadle, and then from there we have Baxter on deck. So getting ready to bat here is Lane Williams, the initial leadoff hitter. He is 1 for 1, got himself a base hit, and might I add, made his way through the bases and ended up getting a run scored as well. 1 of 2 runs produced thus far for the Southeastern Panthers. The score as it stands right now, Southeastern 2, Symms Valley nothing. And after that pitch from Corn, it is going to be 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Scooped up there by the catcher Jones. Fell out of the catcher's glove, that pitch did. Again, we got Cheadle waiting on deck. And this is going to be a little bit low. And
well, heck, these guys partied in the first inning with these first 4 or 5 hitters there, at least getting a big double.
That's what I was about to allude to. Southeastern showing they have a very dangerous leadoff crew here. 3 balls, no strikes. A pitch by Corn, and that's going to be strike 1. Lands in there to Williams. So keeps Williams at the plate. 3 balls, 1 strike. First 3 pitches there by Corn, all balls. A 3-1 coming, and this one is going to be scooped up by Carpenter to try to complete the play over to first base. It is caught by Stroh for the 6-3. Out number 1. So 1 down for the Panthers, and that is going to make Williams 1 for 2. Has Gage Cheadle coming up next. Again, he also had himself a hit. 1 down.
Yeah, sacrifice.
That's right, sacrifice. So yeah, he was the other one who didn't hit. So Cheadle got it, and then from there, back. Yeah, that's correct. Then Baxter pitch coming, and that is going to be curveball, strike 1. Good pitch there. 1, no balls, 1 strike. Again here, Gage Cheadle for Southeastern, 1 away. Top half of the 3rd inning, strike 2. 2 pitches finding their mark for Symms Valley. The count is 0-2. Gage Cheadle, we're talking about him. He's a junior for the Panthers. Got another year with him on the crew, and that's going to be strike 3. And catcher had some issues, but they still get the play over to first base. Stroh for out number 2.
Yeah, on that play, if the catcher drops 3rd strike, the batter is allowed to try to attempt to get to first, and that's why they have to throw it down there and make the put out.
Now, more often than not, they get the put out. Colton Baxter coming to bat for the Panthers again. Another junior, 2 back-to-back juniors on the lineup for Southeastern. As Baxter comes in, and again he plays catcher, and that is going to be called strike there from Corn. No balls, 1 strike.
Tell you what, Hank, Corn's breaking ball looks a lot better this inning than it did in the first.
Getting a little more efficient here. That's an outside pitch, 1-1. And it shows too, as this frame has went a lot quicker than the initial at-bats. So it's a 1-1 count here. And the pitch coming again, the 1-1 offering, and that is going to go through, and it's going to be caught by Hankins, and the play over to Stroh, close one, and falls down on that one, but Stroh does produce out number 3. No runs, no hits, no Symms Valley errors, and nobody left on base. We make it to the bottom of the 3rd inning, and the score remains Southeastern 2, Symms Valley nothing, with the Vikings coming to bat. And we'll be right back in just 1 minute on Total Media Sports. Don't go anywhere.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe, with 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch. You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Bottom half of the third inning with Holland, Fields, and then back to the top of the order with Carpenter for the Symms Valley Vikings. First at bat here for Holland. We'll see what he can do. Holland plays center field for the Vikings. Here we come up. So Southeastern holds the lead right now, 2-0 over Symms Valley, and a quick top half of the third inning. Good pitching there by Korn for Symms Valley. So we're here to Grady Holland. That's his first name. Then Jackson Fields, and then Brox Carpenter. Going on the first names here, just so we're acquainted with one another.
Symms Valley looking for their first hit, Hank.
Looking for it, and they had a runner hanging on base in the last inning, and the pitch coming here, and that's going to be called strike one from McWhorter. That one finds its mark. No balls, one strike. But here's the thing, getting through Carson McWhorter, we've seen it. He's already produced 5 strikeouts here on the morning. It's weird to say morning, isn't it, for a broadcast? Yeah. No balls, 1 strike in the 0-1 offering, and that is going to be strike 2.
Painting the outside corner.
So that is an 0-2 count here, courtesy of Carson McWhorter. Holland steps back in. Again, he plays center for Symms Valley. The 0-2 offering from Carson McWhorter. And going to be ball 1. A little bit high, looked like. May have been a tad bit outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, we made it to the bottom half of the third inning. Symms Valley, the designated home team, as a reminder, with the higher seeds. Southeastern had a play-in game before this. And that is going to be ball 2. Steps outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. If you look here at the bracket, we'll get to that in just a moment. Pitch coming here from McWhorter, and that is going to be a swing and a miss. And that's strikeout number 6. Another one down for Symms Valley. Southeastern beat North Adams to get here 7-2. Southeast, that was on the 21st, and that was held, I believe, at Southeastern High School.
Carpenter with a K the first time, Hank.
So he comes back in. I believe we are back to the top of the order, correct? Or is it way to Fields now? It should be.
Oh, excuse me, Fields. I'm sorry.
Fields.
Got ahead of the horse.
I was about to say it's going to be ball 1. That's how I had. So it is Fields, the left fielder. Yes, that one was played in Londonderry at Southeastern against North Adams. Here tonight again at VA Memorial Stadium. The beautiful, might I add, and newly renovated home of the Chillicothe Paints. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, and I know we sing this place's praises a lot, but T. Fred, you know this as well as I do. For those who have never been here, they've got to experience it at least once.
Yeah, great place to watch a game and enjoy baseball close up.
Close pitch there. College Woodbat is what it is now, technically, the Chillicothe Paints, and they got themselves a great home here. And like we were talking about before, you wouldn't expect something like this right in the heart of Chillicothe in the middle of southeastern Ohio with the beautiful turf field. This looks like something you would see in the bigger cities. 2-1 count. This is going to be fouled off. So it is going to be 2-2 now, the count to Fields. Again, after this, we'll go back to the initial leadoff hitter, Carpenter, who is 0 for 1 after getting struck out by Carson McWhorter. But that's him and several other Symms Valley Vikings who can say that this morning and heading into the afternoon. The 2-2 offering, and that's going to be a foul ball. Reacts to it, gets the foul. He's going to hold at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, 1 down here in the third inning. Also again after this, Waterford will take on Eastern Brown in the 2-2 pitch coming from McWhorter, and that is going to be fouled again. Then the other 2 that we have only mentioned maybe once, and that is Eastern Megs taking on Huntington. And then after that, South Webster taking on Southern Racine. Rick Ash will have the call for both of those. Yours truly and T-Fred have the first 2. Split the series. A 2-2 from McWhorter. And
there's a hit.
That's going to be a base hit towards deep left field. That one's going to drive in. And I was thinking maybe he was thinking about going for second. Coach at first base tells him to hold. So Fields will get himself a base hit with Brox Carpenter coming about.
Well, they finally break the ice and get a hit, and then top of the order coming.
So a lot of high school baseball, and if you have nothing better to do, of course, I believe you have to get your tickets virtually through cell phone. I don't believe it's like going to a normal Chillicothe Paints game in that sense, but that's how it is with these OHSAA tournament matchups. They got hometown ticketing now, they call it. You go on and you have to pay through your phone to get into the venues. And I don't know if they pay at the gate anymore or not. I don't think in some ways they do.
Very seldom.
Very seldom, you're right.
Not for tournament, like you
Not
said.
for tournament, but like I said, the only people, of course, other than media, and that's about it, media and staff, and 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch coming from a corner in a moment to, again, this is Bronx Carpenter. He plays short, and this one's going to be grounded over to Huff. Huff makes the play over to second, and is going to try to complete it over to first and rolls through. So there's going to be one more down as they complete the play to the second baseman, Pfeiffer, and he gets on the bag, and that does bring up and out. As out there is
Thompson.
Fields and Thompson coming up next. And that is now 2 away for the Vikings with Thompson coming up. And what did Thompson do his first at-bat, Freddie?
He walked.
So he is pretty much clean slate on the stat line with a walk, 0 for 0 with 1 walk accounted for. And I believe maybe one of the only walks given up by McWhorter, outside pitch, ball 1. Carpenter on first base for the Vikings. Again, 2 away here at VA Memorial Stadium. We alluded to it, the VA Memorial Stadium, one of only 4 homes here for high school baseball tournament competition in the district rounds. The other ones being Logan High School, South Point High School, and Ohio University was at South Point yesterday for the Eastern Megs and Huntington matchups. Nice turf field out there, just a really, really long trip, and that is going to be strike 1, gets the outside corner, 2 balls, 1 strike. So it's been very busy for yours truly, going from town to town, venue to venue for tournament time, but high school baseball, a lot of tournament competition. So throws back over to first and 2-1, and it's going to be safe over there, and looks like Carpenter will remain on the bag safely. Again, 2 down here for the Vikings of Symms Valley. 2-1 offering, getting ready to come in here from the corner, looks in, and that is going to be called strike. 2-2.
Well, I tell you, his breaking ball is really good.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And he goes in McWhorter actually, as a pitcher, as you can only imagine, brought in the most wins for the Panthers. 2-2, looks in, pitch coming, swing and a miss. And looks like gets it back over to first, but it doesn't matter anyway. Strike 3. Looking for the reaction there, but it's going to be 3 down for Symms Valley with 1 left on base and a hit. So we head into the 4th inning, and T-Fred will have a call with Southeastern coming to bat. The score, Panthers 2, the Vikings nothing, and we'll be right back in just 1 minute on Total Media Sports.
Tune into 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM, your home for the legends of country across South Central Ohio. Kickstart your day with local favorite Lori Graves and the Morning Hustle from 6 to 9 a.m., bringing laughs, local news, and great country music. Then join me, Christina Wolford, on the drive home from 3 to 7 p.m. for upbeat country hits, community updates, and your afternoon pick-me-up. 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM. Country hits, community heart.
Looking to buy or sell in Southern Ohio? Trust the name that knows the market, Todd Harris Realty. Whether it's your first home, dream property, or land to build your future, Todd Harris and his team bring experience, integrity, and results to every deal. Local knowledge, personalized service, and a commitment to getting it done right. Call today or search listings now by Googling Todd Harris Realty, your hometown real estate experts. You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Back here at VA Memorial Stadium, and T-Fred, you have the call with the Panthers coming back to bat. This is Burns in the top half of the 4th inning.
Burns, Leach, and Pfeiffer. Of course, Leach, the big lefty first baseman, got the big double in the first to give the Panthers the 2-0 lead. And Corn delivers. Popped up, looks like it's the shortstop. Then over is Carpenter. Burr the put out number 1. All right, Hank, what else you got going on?
So looking here at the calendar for some high school baseball tournament contests, we got Ironton and Memphis. These are Saturday. Valley and Wheelersburg. This is incorrect because it has Notre Dame and Symms Valley. But this one is going to be
over to second base, and Hankins flips it over to first.
Ironton and Memphis, Valley and Wheelersburg. That one got rained out yesterday, and that's going to be a big one in Division 5 district finals.
Yeah, it's over to Athens.
Yeah, so somewhere down the line, someone made a mistake. This might actually be a softball matchup. Green and Trimble and White Oak and Miller. On softball side, we've got Logan Elm and Hillsboro in a regional final, 2 local teams. And Notre Dame and Symms Valley is actually softball. Someone just incorrectly here on my sheet put it baseball. But it is actually a regional final for Division 7 softball. Symms Valley, so the Lady Vikings are actually 1 game away from Akron.
Yep, line drive by Pfeiffer to deep center field. That's going to get a gap. He's going to get at least 2 out of it, and maybe 3. He's not to the ball yet. Oh, he missed. Ooh. We don't know. We'll have to check and see. And a triple for Pfeiffer. Well, we'll see. Big time hit for Joey Pfeiffer.
Carson McCorder. We've seen what he can do on the hill, T. Fred. Now here he is to bat.
Chance to get a run in with 2 outs. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. I knew Pfeiffer was cutting it close at touching second base. That's why I kind of said what I said. So apparently everything's good.
We caught him rounding the bases on the cameras. So if they need instant replay, they've got it.
Too late now. Yeah, strike 2 on a foul.
It's not like MLB where they have to go back and look in New York. Some people over there will go look at the video footage.
Well, now, the word is our camera guys are working on instant replay. Is that correct?
Well, we'll see here. I think they've tried it. They've thought about it, and that's going to be ball 1.
Yeah, I mean,
it'd be nice if we could get something like that.
Yeah, I think they're going to work, not today, but that's in the plans from what I'm hearing.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
It'd be nice to see it real quick. But anyway, as you said, 1 ball, 2 strikes here in the top of the 4th. Breaking ball high. And Pfeiffer with a big triple to right center field. Very deep out there. I think it's 368 if I remember the number right. 368 feet from home plate. Breaking ball last, and there's another run. A ribby base hit for him, and a run batted in. So it's 3-0 Panthers as the inning stays alive for Huff.
First run scored since the first inning here in the 4th. That's another one for the Panthers.
Yes, sir. Huff last time struck out. We'll see if he can do better this time around. McWhorter takes his lead at first. Outside from Corn on the first pitch, ball 1. And I'll tell you, that's another big thing in tournament play. Timely hitting, getting that hit at the right time. Big 2-out hit there for McWhorter. Breaking ball stays high. Every run is big when it comes to tournament play. Quick pick-off move over to first. McWhorter back safely. On deck is Brown, the designated hitter. Corn delivers, runner goes. And no play, stolen base. So now he's in scoring position, and that pitch was a ball. 3-0 the count. Probably be taken all the way here. We'll see if Coach Free gives him the green light. Yep, ball 4. So there's a walk. First and second, and the batter Brown. He bounced one to the second baseman in the first inning, or the second inning, excuse me. And out comes the coach, Mr. Holland, Eric Holland, I believe.
Coming out to talk things out here with the pitcher. And Just probably calming him down here.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, he's got 2 outs. So he just needs to get that third out to close the door here on the Panther 4th inning.
2 down, and you see him down there, and I got to shout him out as he comes out. So shout out to tournament manager Chad Jenkins here at VA Memorial Stadium. And, well, he's got a tall task having to put up with guys like us.
Well, at least the weather's good and you don't have to worry about keeping the balls dry. And
the other day he was playing
man.
over there when Plankton played Lynchburg Clay. We had that broadcast, and himself and a whole crew of people were over there by the bleachers, not the covered ones, but the ones adjacent to us, and they're cleaning baseballs left and right. Today, though, a much better day for high school baseball.
Oh, a little breezy up here in the press area.
I'll take breeze over rain. It's a nice sunny day.
Nice pickup. Nice job and nice play by the catcher. They got him in a rundown. Here's the pickle. Throw over to third, and he dropped the ball, and everybody's safe, and everybody moves up. Oh, they had him. A nice play by Jones, but then the throw from Hankins to third baseman Maynard, and they had a play on him, but he was unable to hang on to the ball. So big time base hit here will score 2 probably. There's a swing and a miss by Brown. 1-1 your count. So we'll see if Mr. Clutch Brown here can get a base hit. 3-0 right now here, top of the 4th. Panthers on top. Nice, another nice play. That's Corn overthrowing just a tad, trying to try too hard here with men in scoring position. Nice breaking ball. Hit the Maynard, and he bobbles, and they both bobble it as it gets past the shortstop, Carpenter, and it's an error. That's what I'm giving him. And a run scores.
Yes, sir. Another run in for the Panthers. The score now 4-0. 2 outs, making the most of a 2-out situation here, Freddie, and that error definitely helping matters for the Panthers, but not as much if you're Symms Valley here, now trailing 4.
Yeah, Symms Valley going to have to get the sticks rolling here in the bottom of the 4 because that 4-0 lead is huge right now, 1st and 3rd. Chopped to third baseman Maynard, but it's foul, and that is Williams. A lot of these guys played basketball. Good athletes.
Cheadle did, Williams did, Burns, Pfeiffer, and I'd like to say McWhorter actually played maybe 2.
I don't think so.
Well, what I'm saying is I think McWhorter was on the team, but I think he was on the bench.
Yeah, he might have been. Yeah, I'll have to look.
I have my stats, he's just not here.
Right. There's the ball. A little bit low. It's over the plate, but just down. 5 hits to 1 in favor of the Panthers. 4 runs to 0 in favor of the Panthers. So it's all looking good for the blue and white. Breaking ball out. I tell you, those errors and chances to get people out, boy, you got to make everything count. Short lead at first. Jammed him. Williams jacks it foul down the left field line, out of play. 2-2 the count. They can bust this thing wide open with a couple more runs.
That one back a moment ago went all the way back into the parking lot. Thankfully, it didn't ricochet off onto your car. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Breaking ball up. Yep, it was a little high. Full up. Full house on the count, 3-2. Runner will be moving with 2 outs. Fouled off. So Williams stays alive, and Corn battling, trying to get an out here to finish off this inning. But a 2-out hit and a 2-out error has given the Panthers a couple runs, and he walked him.
So how about this? They come up a moment ago to regroup with Corn, talk things out after A rough at-bat, and what happens now? A ball four leads to bases loaded situation for the Panthers.
Yep, Cheadle up. He K'd the last time. As a sacrifice to his credit. Boy, they could do some serious damage with a hit here. Korn checking the runners, delivers outside, ball one.
This is Pfeiffer, so.
No, it's Cheadle.
Cheadle.
There's a chinker to right, and that's going to be down. Oh, my, he's going to clear the bases. He's going to get at least three, as all three runs are going to score, and he's going to pull in at third with a triple, a two-out triple, and the Panthers are up 7-0.
Well, that's one way to empty the bases. Found the gap just past the first baseline into deep right field and was able to get that one in, empty the bases, and bring himself on at third. A triple, a three-run RBI triple, and that's sure going to look good in the stat book when all is said and done.
Baxter the hitter, and that'll be all for Korn. As Holland is going to make the switch, bringing in the lefty center fielder Holland. And we're assuming his son, we don't know for sure, but Grady Holland will come in to replace him. And he will go to third. Korn. Let me check the number here and make sure he up Korn it to third base. I got to get my red pen out, put it up.
As we're restructuring the field positions here on our charts, as we have ourselves a pitching change here for the Symms Valley Vikings. 2 down here in the inning, and well, a big RBI right there.
3 big RBIs.
As Holland, yes, is now warmed up, as T-Fred was alluding to just a moment ago. Holland coming in from center field, and just going to now figure out where everybody else is going to be aligned.
Korn is now at third, and I didn't see.
Well, this is, if you remember, let me pull this
what
up.
number.
Because if you'll recall, we were talking about this a little bit earlier.
Yeah, well, Maynard's
so
still
we do
hitting.
Know that,
yeah.
A couple things. We do know that, yeah, so Maynard is now in the DH slot. He comes out of third base. So we knew that because we were told that if Korn were to be taken off the hill, which he has been, that Maynard would switch over because of the interchangeable DH. So now Maynard is going to be the designated hitter. Korn is going to go in that place, I believe. And
well, Korn's just playing third. He's
yes,
yeah. The
so
batting
so
order is
that.
going to stay the same.
And then again, Holland is now pitching.
And Holland's
thing
pitching.
we'll
We got to
figure
figure
out
out
is
who's
the
out in
center.
center field.
If my eyesight was better, that'd be one thing. But
Well, I'm
you're talking
looking
with
too.
somebody. I got a camera here with a big zoom. So let me see if personally here. Let me see if I can.
You can get the number. We've got the.
We can get the number. We can get everything else. And trying to align this out here, and I cannot see who it is. So we'll situate that here in just a moment. We'll notice when
We'll
they
figure
come
it
back
out.
in. And I'll keep an eye out as they head back to the dugout.
Sir Baxter steps in. He is 1 for 2 with a single. And a breaking ball. And that is Holland now on the mound. Writing my new names in. Oh, watch out. That was behind him.
From this angle, it looked like that had potential to be a hit by pitch. The way it was coming square at him.
Yep, sure did. Then he stayed tight. Southeastern in big time control. Ball 3. And I'm afraid this game is getting away from the Symms Valley Vikings. If he gets on, they have batted around. And he did.
Took only 4 pitches and a walk.
So now they're Burns batting for the second time in the inning. He grounded out to short to start the inning. So here we go. And there's a deep fly to right center. That's trouble, and it is. It's a gapper. 2 runs are going to score. And Southeastern rolling, and we got another triple. The second one of the inning.
Coach Free signals for him to go from second to third. For a moment, it looked like he was going to be content with going on second base, but Coach Free waves for him to come to third base, told him he had the opening, and he makes it safely and easily to third base. And now the score here is Southeastern 9, Symms Valley nothing. In the 4th inning, only 1 run away from mercy rule numbers already.
Well, yep, we got to go 5 innings, which would be the next full inning.
So again, 2 away, pitch coming.
2 away, and Leach, the hitter. He grounded out to second. They got 2 outs quick in this inning, and then it just went south. There's Holland now pitching. Popped up to the right side. Hankins going out. The second baseman's got it. And finally, the inning is over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 big runs on 3 big hits. Couple left on, and after 3.5, 9-0 Panthers.
Hometown Chevrolet knows that it takes a great team to win, so we've assembled some of the best sales and service professionals in the area to help you out here at Hometown Chevrolet. Experience the hometown difference today at 501 West Emmett Avenue, or visit us online at yourhometownchevy.com. Hometown Chevrolet is your hometown Chevy dealer, and we want to wish all area sports teams a great season.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Yes, sir. Back here at Paint Stadium, home of the Chillicothe Paints. Hank and T. Fred calling the shots, and boy, Southeastern rolled in that inning. 7 big runs. They're up 9-0 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. And Symms Valley got their hands full, Hank, with McWhorter rolling as the pitcher, and they've only got 1 hit.
So McWhorter, you're right, coming back in, but how about that inning for the Panthers? You look at that, all those runs produced, and how many did we have exactly in that
7
one?
runs.
So 7 runs produced there, and of course, it was 2-0 heading into the inning. So Southeastern comes in, and with 2 outs moves to
That's what I was just going to say. You got it. 2 outs, and it looked like they were going to be, shut the door on them quick, and then Southeastern erupted for 7. Well, to the plate is Jones, an all-district player. They got 3 of them. Carpenter, Jones, and Korn made some type of first team, second team, honorable mention, special mention, which I don't have it in front of me, but I just made a star swing and a miss on a breaking ball. McWhorter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Ks. As we're here in the bottom of the 4th. Hit him. Yeah, got a little bit too tight on that. So Jones is on with a hit by pitch.
First baseman, number 34,
Stroud, the batter. 1 on, nobody out here in the 4th. 9-0 Panthers. Quick throw over. Nothing happening there.
Bottom of the 4th inning.
Breaking ball in. Oh, I thought that was a little tight, but he called it a strike, so strike 1. Jones at first, Stroud the batter for the Vikings. Showing bunt, and he drops one down. McWhorter's got it. Flips it over to first for the fielder's choice, and he's going to third, and that's not a smart play. as he's out at third. And you don't do that when you're 9 runs down.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Probably should have just stuck to second base, but goes for it at third, tries to slide in, but they were just a split second ahead, Southeastern was, for the tagout.
Corn, the batter. Yeah, that's a tough play. That just takes a lot of air out of you.
Now there are 2 down.
2 outs. They could have had a man on second with 1 out. Now they got 0 on with 2 outs. McWhorter trying to finish the inning. Strike on the outside edge. Slider. Slider breaks a little sharper later than the breaking ball. But you give him a lead, and it's pretty much history. Just missed on the corner. 1-1.
But definitely how that changes the momentum of the inning here because, again, just a moment ago there was nobody down, and now we got 2 outs.
Yep, there's a chopper, and McWhorter can't get it, but the shortstop can. Cheadle fires, and they got him. And that will end the inning as some of the fans didn't like the call, but nothing across, no runs, no hits, no errors. And after 4, 9-zip Panthers.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe, with 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch.
Tune into 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM, your home for the legends of country across South Central Ohio. Kickstart your day with local favorite Lori Graves and the Morning Hustle from 6 to 9 a.m., bringing laughs, local news, and great country music. Then join me, Christina Wolford, on the drive home from 3 to 7 p.m. for upbeat country hits, community updates, and your afternoon pick-me-up. 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM. Country hits, community heart.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Hayden Milliken, Tim Frederick here back with you at VA Memorial Stadium. In the top half of the 5th inning, the Panthers coming about again after 7 runs were scored in the last inning alone with 2 outs. Most of those runs came with 2 down for the Panthers. And again, leading to this 9-0 score for Southeastern. T-Fred, who do we got on deck?
All righty. Well, I'm glad you asked. Pfeiffer will lead it off. And then we got McWhorter and Huff. And we need a run if you're a Panther fan.
Pfeiffer, McWhorter, and Huff. And as you just mentioned a moment ago, only 1 run away from mercy rule numbers here. They would still have to complete both halves of the inning. But coming up here.
Well, Pfeiffer had that big 3-run triple last inning.
Pfeiffer coming up to bat for Southeastern. Yet after this will be the second contest of our 4 broadcasts today as Eastern Brown will take on Waterford. And speaking of both sides, they're arriving here for this one. Seeing, I believe it was Waterford a moment ago pulling in. That is going to be called ball, 1 strike here. Again, nobody out in the top half of the 5th inning. Close here to mercy rule numbers with a 9-0 lead, and Pfeiffer at the plate. And the pitch coming here by Holland. And this one is going to be grounded over in the direction of Korn. Korn going to try to make the play at first. And that is going to be to Stroud for out number 1. Pfeiffer is down. So with Pfeiffer out off of the 5-3, Pfeiffer's down. And that is going to lead to the pitcher for the Panthers, Carson McWhorter, coming up to the plate to bat. Again, 1 down now for Southeastern. And the game we were talking about a moment ago, of course, the winner will take on the winner of that game between Eastern Brown and Waterford. And the pitch coming here, and that is going to be ball 1 after that pitch by Holland. Holland came in and allowed a walk when he started and still throwing some pitches in the wrong direction, but was able to get that out. Not as a result of a strikeout, but defensive play there. And that was going to be a liner, but fouled off. Just close to the third baseline there, but it does not roll in the favor of Southeastern, and that one is going to lead to a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Yes, sir, that's Waterford rolling in here. Eastern Brown before them, so yeah, they're going to follow us up here. The 1-1 coming, and that is going to be high fly ball towards left center field, and it is going to be caught all the way out there for out number 2. So another one down for the Panthers all the way out there.
Huff.
Huff is coming up next. So with Huff coming to bat, 2 up, 2 down for Southeastern here in the 5th inning.
Well, you
Keeping
know,
it within 9.
Yeah, keep that in mind from last inning. They had 2 outs and they rolled, so we'll see what happens.
And Holland's offering is going to drop in there for strike 1. That one finds its mark. No balls, 1 strike. Seen a few deep hits here, and this one's going to be towards center field, and that's going to be out number 3. 1, 2, 3. That's how the inning goes. And we head to the bottom half of the 5th with Symms Valley coming to bat, and the score remains Southeastern 9, Symms Valley nothing, with no runs, no hits, and no errors for the Vikings. And we'll be back in just a minute with the bottom of the 5th on Total Media Sports.
Looking to buy or sell in Southern Ohio? Trust the name that knows the market, Todd Harris Realty. Whether it's your first home, dream property, or land to build your future, Todd Harris and his team bring experience, integrity, and results to every deal. Local knowledge, personalized service, and a commitment to getting it done right. Call today or search listings now by Googling Todd Harris Realty, your hometown real estate experts.
Hometown Chevrolet knows that it takes a great team to win, so we've assembled some of the best sales and service professionals in the area to help you out here at Hometown Chevrolet. Experience the hometown difference today at 501 West Emmett Avenue, or visit us online at yourhometownchevy.com. Hometown Chevrolet is your hometown Chevy dealer, and we want to wish all area sports teams a great season.
Been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Bottom of the 5th inning after we have played 4.5 here in Chillicothe with Symms Valley coming to bat. It looks like we're to Hankins and then Maynard and Holland.
Oops, drop my pen.
So Hankins, Maynard, and Holland. Hankins coming to bat now for Symms Valley. Yeah, the score here, Southeastern 9, Symms Valley nothing. And running out of opportunities here for your Symms Valley. Need to try to get something going. However, a big 9-run deficit to overcome. That was going to pop right in the glove of Huff and over to first base for out number 1. Leach screws that one up, and that is going to be a quick out after just 1 pitch, 1 swing, and then the 5-3 connection.
Well, I was going to mention to you, those 3 batters coming up for Symms Valley all struck out the last time up, so we'll see what happens.
Maynard coming in next. He steps up to the plate. 1 down quickly here for Symms Valley in the inning.
A 1-hitter by McWhorter, by the way.
And the pitch coming, and that one is going to be down. And now that I look at that, yes, you are right. There's been a walk or 2 allowed as well by Carson McWhorter, but only 1 official hit. Definitely a good day for your pitcher to step up. District semifinal competition. That's going to be an outside pitch. 2 balls, no strikes.
Well, we'll see who gets the ball for him tomorrow in the championship game.
If McWhorter pitches a certain amount, he will not be allowed to pitch again, will he?
He won't be pitching tomorrow, no.
2 balls, no strikes. So if it's not McWhorter, then it would likely be, it seems like their go-to backup is Pfeiffer. They use Pfeiffer and Leach on the hill alternatively, and it seems like Pfeiffer has pitched more than Leach. So not saying that is who it will be, but I am saying that is a strong
possibility,
candidate.
Yes.
2 balls, 1 strike, and this one is going to be
hit number 2.
Right field, and there's hit number 2. You're right, and that's going to be a base hit as Maynard makes it on first, finds the opening, line drive into right field. So
Holland coming to the plate.
Maynard gets that one to go. Holland coming in. Again, 1 out here for the Panthers. That game will be held tomorrow evening here at VA Memorial Stadium alongside the Division 7 district final that does not get to play tonight. There's Southeast 2 tonight. Southeast 1 will be determined between 2 contests at Logan High School and then be back here at the VA tomorrow evening. So that was called ball one a moment ago from a quarter. 1 ball, no strikes to count here. In batting is Holland. Holland came in and to the pitching spot. Came in relief of Korn. Korn had a rough outing, so Holland came in to try to clean up and allowed some damage himself, might I add. 2 balls, no strikes. So 2-0 the count. And shaping up the bunt here, and this one is going to be scooped up by Huff and going to make the player to second, but it's going to be safe.
Nope, dropped the ball.
Tries to make the player to second base, drops the ball. So runner advances to second base, and now one on first as well. Holland gets on first base. I believe that is Maynard right on second now. So
Fields the batter.
Jackson Fields, and good situation though if you're Symms Valley. You got 2 on with only 1 out.
Got to make some hay while you get a chance to make hay.
In here to Fields, left fielder as he was earlier. Still yet to situate some of these outfield positions since the change. I believe he's still in left.
Yeah, he
And the
is.
pitch,
We don't know who the center fielder. Another bunt.
and they're going for that short ball here, and bases are loaded for Symms Valley. That one.
Fair ball on the
That's
chalk
fair.
line.
It was, and it looked fair from here, and it was. It was just at the line. And the bases are loaded. A good bunt right there, might I add, for Fields.
Yes.
So the short ball works. And we're talking about Southeastern. We haven't seen it as much as we were anticipating they might. But Symms Valley here using it to their advantage.
Right now they are. Bases
Ross
juiced.
Carpenter
He's 0 for 2, okay, and a fielder's choice.
calls time.
Excuse me, Hank. They could get back in the game with a big hit here.
We're talking about Carpenter's hitting yet to strike match here tonight. Well, today, should I say, but we know that he can. And the pitch, went over, and got to watch making plays like that because one wrong move can be called a balk.
A little trickery there by the Panthers.
And the pitch of Carpenter, and that one is going to be
Nice
low
block.
in the dirt and blocked there by
Baxter.
Baxter.
Yep.
That could have been a rough situation right there. Baxter wasn't on top of that. So looks like coming out here, Coach Free,
yeah.
talking things over with McWhorter. So he's going to come up here, and we were talking about it during the commercial break here on the subject of Coach Free, the former JV coach at Adena when you were assistant for Adena.
Yeah, I was out there with Coach Yates for 7 years and Coach Zickafus for a couple. Great times out there in Warrior Country. But Ronnie, when I left, he was the JV coach, and I think he became the varsity coach after I left. And when Yates took a couple years off.
Now, didn't Paul Thomas also spend a couple years as baseball coach?
He might have. I don't know. I lost track. You know, I went to Waverly and coached, and I lost track of who did what out there.
So talking things out here with McWhorter and breaking out of the huddle and back here to this one, the Bronx Carpenter. That pitch had wild pitch potential a while ago before Coach Free came out and talked things out, and wasted no time there, Coach was, to have that conversation with bases loaded. A much needed conversation, might I add. 1 ball, no strikes. And pitch here to Carpenter, gets it in there for strike 1, 1-1.
Yeah, he needed that pitch to kind of settle himself down a little bit here with the bases juiced.
So yes, 1 ball, 1 strike, and again, we continue to mention it, only 1 down. And McWhorter looks in, the 1-1 offering, catches Carpenter
nasty.
swinging, strike 2.
That thing broke about 2 feet.
Able to catch him off guard. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Carpenter. Again, the initial leadoff hitter with Thompson waiting on deck. Pitch coming here to Carpenter, and that one's going to be towards right and fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, this is a big at bat if you're Symms Valley, and it's a big pitch if you're a Southeastern fan for McWhorter.
So already 2 strikes accounted for here. Bases loaded situation. Southeastern finds themselves in a predicament here with Ian trailing by 9 runs, but still. And this one is going to be over to the Southeastern dugout. So an uphill battle to climb if you're Symms Valley, but bases loaded, a good hit would still go a long way with a few innings to go.
Got that right.
So after that foul ball, 1-2 the count. And the 1-2 from the corner.
That's
this
a
is
hit.
going to go through, and that is going to bring in 1 run that scores. And the bases will remain loaded. It will be a 1-run RBI single for Brox Carpenter. And the bases remain loaded, and the score is now 9-1. Symms Valley able to get one on the board.
Thompson up. He is walked and struck out.
Tanner Thompson. So 1 out here. Bases loaded, Freddie. How are you playing this?
Get the out. You know, you're up 9-1. Just get the out. If you give up a run on a ground ball out or whatever, just get the out.
Well, that, but I was also mainly talking about if you're Symms Valley.
Oh, Symms Valley needs a hit. They need a walk or a hit here.
1 ball, no strikes. Looks in. McCorder's offering the 1-0. Another outside, 1 ball, 2.
He struggled a little bit this inning. Don't have the pitch count, but I guarantee it's
starting to build up.
It's
it has
getting
to be.
there, yeah.
5 innings played. And around this point, in an average game, this is really when the pitch
Pick
count
off the
starts building
second.
up, and trying to pick off, it's going to be safe.
Now, when you get a chance, Hank, if you go to Game Changer, you can find out the pitch count on McCorder.
I can only access their roster because I do not have them followed on Game Changer. You have to you have to take an extra step to get these statistics. Check there. That was a good resource for getting
Well, I know
the Symms Valley roster.
Nobby checks, you know, we'll be watching the game, and he just flips on it and checks on it.
3 balls, no strikes, and I'll see if maybe I can find a way to, because I think maybe during the game they might provide an update.
I think they will.
So I don't think I
during
need access to it. Nonetheless, that Game Changer does come in handy, and that is going to be strike 1. So let me pull up Symms Valley here. And yes, I got it live right now. Let's see if we got any. Here we go. Plays. Info. I'm looking here, but either way.
That's all right. I was just checking.
Well, actually, McCorder.
Strike.
This is what I got for him right now, but I don't see an exact pitch count.
Yeah, I can't say it either. It's there somewhere. But you just got to strike, Hank. 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Count is full. McCorder has only allowed 1 run off of 3 hits, and there was an error, and that is
just
going
walked
to be
in a
a
run.
walk, and there's another one scores, 9-2. So an easy advance there to home. And again, now a 9-2 score. Symms Valley continuing to put them on the board here in the 5th. Still again trailing big time. 9-2 is making that one is Holland. Holland gets in by default off the walk.
Jones, the hitter.
Yes, sir. Jones coming up next.
Jones is 0 for 2. Or, excuse me. He got hit by a pitch, and he struck out, so he's 0 for 1. Well, nobody's been in the bullpen for the Panthers.
2 runs brought in here in the 5th inning for the Vikings of Symms Valley. Their first 2 runs of the game, might I add. 9-2. The pitch by McCorder, and that one is going to go towards right. And I think it might be fouled off. Going to try to make a play, but cannot.
Oh, good effort.
Going all the way down near the bullpen, and that is going to be a foul ball. So it gets the 0-1 count. Like you mentioned a moment ago, good effort there to try to get that one.
Yeah, it was
playable. It was a rough one, but definitely playable. Just not quite in time.
Yeah, Oates did a nice job chasing.
So 0-1 count. You're talking about that breeze. You feel a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little
breezy,
chilly.
but haven't resorted to putting the jacket on yet. The 0-1 count. That's going to be another foul ball. 2-2. You look out there in the backstop, put in that nice Chillicothe Paints logo there behind home plate. Nice addition to this brand new turf field, and everything out there is turf. Plus, they've done some other renovations. I believe they expanded the picnic area a little bit. And again, put in the new outfield fence. And the 0-2 count, and this one is going to roll over.
Hit the umpire. It's a
going
dead ball,
to be a
but
dead ball.
everybody gets one. That's a hit.
Yep.
He's part of the field.
So now it's going to be another run scoring. 9-3. The bases remain loaded. How about that? Another RBI in here for Symms Valley. Best inning thus far for the Vikings.
Yep. Well, as the shortstop there, Cheadle, was coming after it, and then it hit the umpire. So, you know, that's a great break for Symms Valley, a tough break for the Panthers. And that is Stroud coming to the plate.
First baseman.
0 for 2.
0 for 2. Bases
Strikeout
loaded.
and a ground out.
And the count remains only one down for Symms Valley. Pitch here by McWhorter. Catches him swinging. Swung on a miss. Strike one. 0-1 the count. Southeastern fans everywhere probably holding out and hoping for a big strikeout. But use something. Bases loaded. And it seems like Symms Valley continuing to find their way in. And 3 runs brought in the inning. Pitch coming, and that is going to be ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch outside there by McWhorter, and maybe a bit premature to say, Freddie, but it does look like maybe he is starting to run out of steam just a little bit. The 1-1 by McWhorter, and getting ready to throw it in. Goes over to first of the bag, and looks like Jones is safe. So
Tried a little backdoor pickoff there, but to no avail.
Jones safe at first. And back here to Stroud with a 1-1 count. 1-1 offering, and this one is going to go over to the second baseman, Pfeiffer.
That's
and
a nope.
No.
And that
and
was
a run scores.
And an error.
And an error, yes, sir. So it's now 9-4.
And he should have went to first and got the out there. That was a tough play throwing to second.
Another one comes in for the Vikings. And this nightmare inning continues for Southeastern.
Yeah.
Tanner Korn.
Korn 6-3 and a fly out to center. 0 for 2. Well, they're making it interesting now, Hank.
Making this one much closer in the 5th inning. The pitch to Korn is going to be called strike one from McWhorter.
Still only 1 out.
1 down with a 0-1 count, a 9-4 score here. Again, bottom half of the 5th inning. Played 4.5 thus far at VA Memorial Stadium. Pitch. This is going to be
nice stop.
And that's going to be over to third, and looks like
they're got away.
Score, and there's going to be another one coming in. It gets through the glove. And
my goodness.
For Symms Valley.
9-6.
Now 9-6.
Wow.
Folks, reminder that when we came into this inning, the score was Southeastern 9, Symms Valley nothing. And they are not letting down here at all in this inning. Symms Valley bringing in run after run after run and keeping it at only 1 out. So they've got some breathing room here as well.
9-6, and Hankins to the plate. Let's see what he's done. He is 0 for 2, ground out, strikeout.
And the pitch here, and that is going to be bunted and strike. Thinking about that bunt, the short ball. Trying to at least get with 1 out, maybe bring in another run, move up 1 to base, at the very least. Maybe think about a sacrifice play. No balls, 1 strike. They got the room to do so. And the pitch coming here from McWhorter, and looks like, yes, they are going for a bunt play here, 0-2.
What day? Third baseman's charged, and if he drags that to first, that's probably going to be a hit. But boy, it's been a crazy inning.
9-6, bottom of the 5th. Berger gets a sign, the 0-2, swung on and
Foul tip,
fouled off.
dropped.
Tipped it, so it's going to remain 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, got a little bit of that one. Runners on the corners for Symms Valley. 1 at first, 1 at third. Another run just 90 feet away.
I want to mention they've batted around too.
And a swing and a miss there that time. Strike 3. Gets none of that one. So that's going to be out number 2 in the inning as Korn strikes out. Korn strikes out. Maynard coming in next.
Yep. Maynard is
Taking strikes out, my bad. Maynard next.
1 for 2. Got a
So
base hit.
Maynard comes up to the plate, like you said. So 2 down. That's going to be strike 1. Catch him swinging. Can't make the play at the bag at first. So the count is 0-1 with still 2 down. For Waterford or Eastern Brown, I know they're out there. Hope they're taking notes.
I'm sure they are.
No balls, 1 strike. And McWhorter's 0-1. It's going to be strike 2. Haven't lands its mark. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2.
Oh,
This
my.
one is going to be completed over to second, and they're going to make the play
That's
over there instead.
almost
Yeah,
a bad decision. You want to throw that to first, not to second, but they got the out, so that'll do
Wasn't
it.
pretty, but it did get them out of the inning. After 6 runs scored, how many hits do we got here, Freddie? I know they're rounding up. Because they only
They had
hit
1, 2, 3 hits that inning.
So what do you know? 9-6 the score as we head into the 6th inning. Freddie will have the call, and we'll be back in just a moment on Total Media Sports.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe, with 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch.
Tune into 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM, your home for the legends of country across South Central Ohio. Kickstart your day with local favorite Lori Graves and the Morning Hustle from 6 to 9 a.m., bringing laughs, local news, and great country music. Then join me, Christina Wolford, on the drive home from 3 to 7 p.m. for upbeat country hits, community updates, and your afternoon pick-me-up. 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM. Country hits, community heart.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Hayden Milliken, Tim Frederick back here with you for the top half of the 6th inning. And the Panthers coming about again. And, well, Freddie, last time you were here, Southeastern put up multiple runs. And now you get another inning with the Panthers and the Vikings. So it's all yours here at the top of the 6th.
Well, they got 7 in that 4th, but then Symms Valley gets 6 in your inning previously. So now it's interesting, folks. Southeastern, some tough decisions there on where to throw the ball a couple times, and a couple throws got away, and a couple 3 hits, and guess what? Symms Valley with the 6th spot. Now it's 7 hits to 6. Southeastern with 3 errors now, all in that inning. And leading it off is Brown, swinging a miss here in the top of the 6th. You know, Hank, we talked about Panthers, they only need 1 run that last inning to, finish things off, fouled off. They didn't get it, and now they have a ball game.
Now they would almost need another inning like they had before to even bring it back within those numbers.
Yep.
9-6, a 3-run deficit. And who would have imagined it heading into this inning with a gap as wide as that?
Not me, buddy. Fouled off down the third base side as Brown connects on an inside breaking ball. Of course, want to mention, almost forgot. It's about this time I've got my memory pretty good on the players. But Holland, we still haven't figured out who that center fielder is yet. We'll figure it out.
Figure that one out. Swing and a miss.
Yep, number 1. I keep forgetting to look when he comes in off the field to check his number. Now the hitter is Williams, top of the order. And nice breaking ball in there for strike 1. Williams on the day, single, Ground out and a walk. Did you get that figured out, Hank?
Yes, the initial third baseman is at left. The left fielder moved to center.
Okay. So Manners in left, ground ball to third. Corn flips it over, 5-3 on the put out, 2 down.
And we got resources around them. That's why we use them.
Okay, so Maynard.
So again, the initial third baseman.
Yeah, Maynard is in left now.
And then left
And
moved
Fields went to center.
to center. So there we go. So in the outfield now, what's it look like? Maynard, Fields, Thompson from left to right.
Yep, you got it.
That's called strike one there.
Strike one to the hitter, Cheadle. Cheadle has a big triple, couple ribbies. Another breaking ball. There's a base hit to the middle. So Cheadle on with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Panthers up 9-6, and they were sitting comfortable at 9-0, and now they got a ball game.
Baxter coming to the plate.
Yeah, let's see what Mr. Baxter has done. Singled, walked, and grounded out. 1 for 3 or 1 for 2. Pick off the first, nothing. Last time up with a walk in that crazy 4th inning. Actually batted twice. He grounded out to make out number 2 in that 4th inning, and then the pitch out, nothing. They thought Cheadle might be running on that pitch. He was not. Breaking ball to short, base hit over top of him. Let's see if Cheadle tries to take third. He does, and he'll go in standing up on the throw. Baxter to second. So it's a single. He moves up on the throw, and Cheadle takes from first to third. 2 outs, and the hitter is Burns. Burns with a triple, and a walk and a ground out. The right-handed hitter steps in, number 7. 2 outs here. Again, Southeastern can make some hay here with a base hit.
2 down.
Holland trying to work out of a little bit of a jam, breaking ball. There's another hit to left. Let's see if they send both. There's one in. They stop him at third. So Burns with another ribby and another hit. Where was that? Where was that inning ago?
How about this? They make it in 10-6. The score now. Well, still with the inning they had, they still would have brought it within the less than 10 for the mercy rule needed.
Leach, the batter. Leach got a big double to his credit. Ball outside on a breaking pitch.
Advanced 2 runs off of that one.
That big hit came in the first inning. Trying to work the outside edge, ball 2. There's the pitch. Ripped, and another hit. 3 straight.
That's his second RBI of the day.
That's just his third. He got 2 in that first inning.
Actually, no, you're correct. So if you count at-bats, technically, but yes, if you count each run as a separate RBI, yes, the runs batted in, he would be at 3. You're right. So 11-6 now.
Pfeiffer steps in with runners on first and third. Pfeiffer is 1 for 3. Base hit in that first inning. Excuse me, back it up. Triple in that crazy 4th as he takes the ball. So this game was going pretty quick, and that 4th inning got a little crazy, and that 5th inning got a little crazy. Now here we are in the 6th.
That was called ball 2 a moment ago.
Yep.
Runners on the corners for the Panthers here, Freddie.
2 balls, no strikes, and 2 outs. Runner goes. Nope, faked me out. Little bluff steal there. 3-0. On deck, McWhorter. There's strike. 3-1 is the count. Holland throws. Nice. Breaking ball in there again. Full. The runner on first will be moving on the pitch with the full count. 11 hits, 11 runs. There's a breaking ball, swing and a miss. 6-6 for the other team. Inning over for out number 3. It's 11-6 Panthers. We go to bottom of the 6th.
Looking to buy or sell in Southern Ohio? Trust the name that knows the market, Todd Harris Realty. Whether it's your first home, dream property, or land to build your future, Todd Harris and his team bring experience, integrity, and results to every deal. Local knowledge, personalized service, and a commitment to getting it done right. Call today or search listings now by Googling Todd Harris Realty, your hometown real estate experts.
Hometown Chevrolet knows that it takes a great team to win, so we've assembled some of the best sales and service professionals in the area to help you out here at Hometown Chevrolet. Experience the hometown difference today at 501 West Emmett Avenue, or visit us online at yourhometownchevy.com. Hometown Chevrolet is your hometown Chevy dealer, and we want to wish all area sports teams a great season.
Been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Already back here for the bottom half of the 6th, 11-6. Panthers chalked up a couple that last inning. Little insurance addition for runs. It'll be Holland leading it off. Holland, Fields, and Carpenter here in the bottom half of the 6th. The Panthers up 11-6. Now I was talking. Panthers have 11 runs, 11 hits. Symms Valley has 6 runs, 6 hits. That's kind of wild.
Look, I mean, it's almost completely even. You're right. 11-6, 11 hits, so that's impressive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, anytime double digits. It's good stuff. McWhorter's still on the mound now. The pitch limit is 125, and I'm not saying I'd say he's around between 80 and 90, right in there somewhere.
Tried looking, couldn't find anything accurate.
There's strike on the corner. Holland, fielder's choice and a strikeout on the day. But again, Symms Valley got back in this thing last inning. Breaking ball away, that was nice. He's ahead in the count in the quarter with 2 strikes. Kicks, deals, fires outside high. There we go. Next pitch. Again out. 2-2 is the count. Here's the pitch. High. Full up. So Holland, very patient at the plate. Trying to get on base here in the bottom of the 6th. Line up in the pitch and walked him. Oh, he thought he had a walk. I did too, and that's called strike 3.
So there's one down, and Freddie, real quick, we were talking about some local area games earlier. The 2 contests, for those wondering, between Minford and Ironton and Wheelersburg and Valley both take place back-to-back at Ohio University today. Minford and Ironton first at 3 o'clock, and the nightcap between Berg and Valley at 6 p.m. Back here with one down.
There's the pitch. Ooh.
High and away.
Fields bends over and watch that one fly over his head. Ball one. 10 Ks for Mr. McWhorter. So that's a good day. I always told my teams when I was coaching, if you got struck out 10 times, you're not going to win the game. And that one hit him.
Oh, so a high pitch leads to a hit by pitch. Couple rough pitches there for Carson McWhorter.
Yeah, tried to breaking ball there, a slow breaking ball, and it didn't move very much except towards the backside of Mr. Fields. So now we're at the top of the order. Carpenter with a hit the last time. He's 1 for 3 with a strikeout. So 1 out, 1 on here, bottom of the 6th. Symms Valley trying to come back, trailing 11-6. Nice breaking ball. Looked like a slider.
Again, 4 games taking place here at VA Memorial Stadium today. The camera crew, stream crew, going to be here the whole time. And everyone next to us running the PA scoreboard, they're going to be here. So busy day around the board for everybody.
Yes, sir. Fly ball to right field. And out there is Oates. He makes the grab for out number 2. Thompson to the plate. And he's 0 for 1 with a couple walks. Thompson, a lefty. 2 down in the inning, runner at first. And that is Fields. McWhorter from the stretch, taking his time out there. Breaking ball low. The weather's definitely better today than it's been in the last couple days.
Not a dark cloud in sight here today. Nothing but sunny skies. And gotta admit, I like it. Plus, I mean, we talk about the breeze, but the temperature overall is not too bad either.
No.
Not too hot, not too cold, just about right. 1-1 the count.
Yes, we're going to miss on that last one. And when the breeze is down, it feels real good. When the breeze goes, I'm still a little chilly up here in the box. Curveball, swing and a miss. McWhorter looking for K number 11 here if he gets him. 11-6 your score. Bottom of 6. Yeah, I was going to say, McWhorter's taking a few seconds longer than normal to deliver this next pitch. Here it comes. Struck him out for number 11. No runs, no hits, 1 left on, and after 6, 11-6 Panthers.
Hometown Chevrolet knows that it takes a great team to win, so we've assembled some of the best sales and service professionals in the area to help you out here at Hometown Chevrolet. Experience the hometown difference today at 501 West Emmett Avenue, or visit us online at yourhometownchevy.com. Hometown Chevrolet is your hometown Chevy dealer, and we want to wish all area sports teams a great season.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Peyton Milligan, T. Fred, Tim Frederick back here for the top of the 7th inning. With the Panthers coming to bat one last time, it's going to be McWhorter, Huff, then Brown. with 11-6 lead, what could again be the very last time here for the Panthers. A nice, comfortable lead. However, I say this with much caution after what we saw a couple innings ago from Symms Valley. At one point, it was a 9-0 score, and now we're here to 11-6. Those wondering, yes, we are going to have all 4 games here today at VA Memorial Stadium. It should be important to note, however, we failed to mention this, that all 4 broadcasts will be on separate live streams, but right here on the Total Media Sports YouTube channel. So if you follow the channel, that's the best way you'll get notified once the broadcasts begin. There's going to be warm-ups between all the games, so there is going to be some cool down between all of them. And of course, myself and T-Fred will be here for games 1 and 2. Rick Ash on the call for games 3 and 4 for his Eastern Megs and Southern Megs matchups. And this one is going to be here towards left field. Going to try to make a play on it. It's going to be fouled off over towards picnic area where you see Waterford looking on over there for 1-1 count. The Wildcats there, T-Fred.
Yeah, and I tell you what, Hank, they had a long drive.
We're talking Washington County, which we'll talk more about that when we get to it. But
it's over by the river.
Over by the river, but even about 45 to 50 minutes past Athens, maybe even a whole hour.
Yeah, that's probably more accurate. The hour.
1-1 and that's
45 minutes anyway.
Ball 2, yes. Eastern Browns still had themselves a decent drive here too from Sardinia.
Yep.
Southeastern of all the teams here involved had the best drive, being just outside of Chillicothe.
Yeah.
And this toward McWhorter is going to be towards deep right field. I think this one might actually drop.
Yep.
It does. Carson McWhorter is going to make his way over to second base and is still going over to third. And looks like he is going to get himself a sliding triple. So Carson McWhorter makes it all the way to third base off a big hit towards deep right center.
That's their 3rd triple of the game, Hank.
McWhorter getting one to his credit. So with McWhorter on, Huff comes up next with the designated hitter Brown waiting on deck. C.J. Huff. Huff is a sophomore, called strike there from Holland. No balls, 1 strike.
He's 0 for 2, Hank, with a walk.
Nobody out in the 7th. Here's the pitch to Huff, and that's fouled off. 0-2. Runner on third base. 11-6 the score. Started off quick, but then the pace definitely decreased and slowed down more and more. That one's going to get through, and that is going to bring up the quarter, and it's going to be a base hit. So Huff makes it on first. McWhorter scores, so now it's 12-6.
And Brown coming to the plate. Nice hit. Piece of hitting right there.
Combined team-wise, the RBI has really been racking up here for the Panthers in this one. 13 hits with 12 runs thus far.
That's a lot.
Landon Brown coming in next. Next stop for the winner of this, of course, we'll be back here tomorrow night and here at VA Memorial Stadium for the district championship. And going for the bunt here, going for that short ball we've been told about, and that is going to be called strike.
Yeah, got a bunch of strikes on those sacrifice bunts. That's a little bit outside.
Scoreboard has it down as a ball, but the umpire called strike on that.
I'm pretty sure he did, yeah.
Calls time here. Talk things over, and yes, it is 0-1. Scoreboard error there. We were correct. No balls, 1 strike. Runner on first base. 1 run already scored here in the 7th with nobody away. Brown getting ready to come back in. Pitch coming, still showing for bunt. And this one is going to be scooped up by Holland to make the play over to first to Stroh, but it does advance Huff over to second base.
Sacrifice bunt, top of the order, Williams.
And it does its job and brings out the first out. However, it does advance a runner. So, again, back to the top of the order here, Lane Williams. Lane Williams will be playing center field with Cheadle waiting on deck. Great outing today for Southeastern, and that is going to be ball 1.
Yep.
1 ball, no strikes. Panthers coming through big here. But they needed it the most in this tournament run. Had a shaky record in the conference, but as we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, when you get to this situation, the records don't really matter as much.
That's right.
And today that's really been a shining example. Because you look at the record, Symms Valley had a better record, yes, and the higher seed to boot and considered the home team. But take a look here today, and Southeastern showing that that does not always matter. And the pitch coming, and that is going to be called strike. Simon finds spark there to Williams. 1-1 the count. And a 1-1. This is going to be fouled off. Clips that one a little bit. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It would take a heck of a hit, Freddie, as I look out here every time out of that fence. For a high school kid especially, it would take one heck of a hit to knock this one out of the park. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A pitch coming in. That's going to be ball 2. A little close inside there. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, I was coaching a dean at first base, and I'm trying to think of the kid's name. Colin Urig, left-handed hitter pitcher. I'll tell you about it here after this.
It looks like this one is going to be scooped up by Hankins for out number 2.
Anyway, getting back to that, you're talking about a big hit. See that that blue tarp out there in center field, and it's the batter's eye?
Yes.
Colin Urig hit one over top of that. High school.
At high school.
In a tournament game. Yes, he did. And if he's listening in, Yig, buddy, that was a rocket shot. He was a left-hand hitter, and boy, he smashed it.
And the pitch coming, and this is going to be called ball 1. Runner on second base with 2 away.
Oh, I forgot to tell you.
Pfeiffer batting now.
Cheadle.
Cheadle, my bad.
Yep. I got
number
it
4,
right.
Cheadle. In 2 away, 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch coming to Cheadle, and this is going to be, I think, fouled off. Yes. That one had some air to it. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, it's a poke. I mean, it's. I'm trying to remember what it was in center. I want to say 382 maybe to center field. Well, it was over 400-foot shot. I mean, it was up in them trees, so that was a shot.
So 1-1 count. Pitch coming, and this one is going to be through Carpenter. Looks like Cheadle is going to make it on first base. Couldn't reel that one in. Runners on the corners, 1 on third, 1 on first. But 2 down and another run potentially just feet away. Baxter coming up next.
Baxter on the day.
Another hit, by the way. We could count that, of course, an error, too.
Yeah, it's an error on that one. That's what I gave him. Baxter with a single and a single, pair of singles, 2 for 3 and a walk. If he dropped the ball, it's a balk. Yep, that's exactly what it is.
I saw the drop, and that does advance runners.
Yep, it's a
And
balk.
as a result of a balk, a run scores.
Yeah, he started in motion and then dropped the ball, even though it was an accident.
Doesn't matter. Still counts as run number 13 on the day. 13-6. Now within 7 again. And pitch coming. This one going to be playable perhaps, and I think they're trying something new. Oh, that knocked someone out. Oh, that knocked someone down. Someone went down over there. That foul ball hit somebody. I think they're okay because they're laughing, but they fell down. The foul ball hit somebody behind the dugout.
Yeah, it's good they're okay.
And there's called strike. 0-2 the count. All is good, but there's the good sign, but you don't see that every day. 0-2 pitch, and that is going to be ball 1 and outside.
I'm sure you can hear the air on my microphone there. It picked up quite a bit.
Gust come through, and we're still underneath a covered deck.
Yeah, this is nice.
In the 1-2. That is going to be ball 2. Even count 2-2. And Baxter here at the plate for Southeastern with 2 down. 13-6. Pitch coming.
There it is.
And there is going to be strike 3. So Baxter's out, and that will do it for the top half of the 7th inning. So now the score here, Southeastern 13, Symms Valley 6. Last call for the Vikings when we get back on Total Media Sports.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe. With 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch.
Tune into 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM, your home for the legends of country across South Central Ohio. Kickstart your day with local favorite Lori Graves and the Morning Hustle from 6 to 9 a.m., bringing laughs, local news, and great country music. Then join me, Christina Wolford, on the drive home from 3 to 7 p.m. for upbeat country hits, community updates, and your afternoon pick-me-up. 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM. Country hits, community heart.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Bottom half of the 7th inning, 13-6 is the score here at VA Memorial Stadium. And last call for Symms Valley, a 7-run lead for Southeastern. And just show how many runs have actually been put up in this one, because we had 1 point, 9-0 lead for Southeastern. Crazy last couple innings, and now we're to a point now where it's do or die for Symms Valley. They need another inning like they had in the 5th there. So it is again 13-6.
It'll be Jones, Stroud, and Korn here in the bottom of the 7th for the Vikings.
So leading off the bottom frame of the 7th. Again after this, Waterford and Eastern Brown. And that'll be on a separate stream. We'll have that one. Will Jones coming up for Symms Valley. Quarter pitching here, closing it out. And it has been a longer game than I think any of us could have anticipated here at VA Memorial Stadium.
It's going on.
Started awful slow, but now it's picking up the speed here again. And here's a pitch by McWhorter. That one's going to drop right in there. Curveball, strike 1. So on the count.
Just about 1 o'clock.
We started at 11. So going on 2 hours in this contest. The 0-1 offering. And this one is going to be another curveball, strike 2. Again, those ones to go. No balls, 2 strikes. Quarter landing his pitches. They just need 3 outs to head to the district championship. And the 0-2. That one is going to be
He wanted it.
ball 1. Just a little short of the strike zone. Close one there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Looking for strikeout number 12.
The 1-2 offering to Jones, and he fouls this one off. So foul ball. 1-2. Gonna be a long day here for everybody involved at VA Memorial Stadium. 4 contests, 2 district semifinals, 2 district finals as well. Pitch coming, swung on and missed, and Jones is out.
Strikeout number 12.
So
Stroud.
Jones struck it out. We're now to the first baseman, Stroud. So 1 out.
0 for 3 with a K.
I know where I'm heading between games, Freddie. Got the concession stand down there. Those hot dogs are to die for. And this one's heading towards center field. And it's going to be caught out there by Williams for out number 2.
One to go. Corn coming to the plate, 0 for 3, and a fielder's choice.
Still a remarkable season this year for Symms Valley. You compare it to some seasons past for them. And Symms Valley this year having a good run, all things considered. So 13-6 the score, 2 away for the Vikings, and McWhorter's offering is going to be ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. And that is going to be playable. Going to try to get it. Cannot. That one goes a little too far out of reach into the bleachers to the right of us. The uncovered bleachers. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 away here at VA Memorial Stadium. This place this season, you can have the first pitch series in several games throughout the season. VA Memorial Stadium, a hotbed for high school baseball this year. A 1-1, and that is going to be strike 2. Strike 2 called on Strow, a 1-2 count.
That's Corn batting.
Corn, by the way, my bad, sorry. The 1-2 count. And the pitch coming to Corn. The 1-2 offering is going to be ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Looks like a little bit of a high and outside pitch there. Inside, rather. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2 by McWhorter. And there's going to be strike 3. And Southeastern wins by a score of 13-6 over Symms Valley. The Vikings with a valiant effort, especially in the middle of this one when it was 9-0. But regardless, Southeastern closes it out 13-6 and will play the winner of Waterford and Eastern Brown in the district championship. So Southeastern moves on to the district finals. Congratulations to the Panthers, and again, stay tuned. Waterford and Eastern Brown will be coming your way on a separate stream, but we're getting ready to close this one out. Again, 13-6 the final score. So shout out to our stream crew, Julian Villarreal running the stream, and underneath us we've got Josh Schmidt. So for T. Fred, this is Hayden Milliken saying stay tuned, everybody, for the next stream, and God bless.
Thanks for watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.